Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to create wizard form in Laravel Livewire. So let's get started with an example. So you can see that I already created one component over here that's called product create component, and let me go here into my code. You can see that simply blade file, and if I go here simply product class file over here. Okay, you can see here. And also if I go here into my database, I already created one table for the products table, and that's added the fields like name, price, details, quantity and photo. Okay, now what I will do in this example, I will create form with the three step. Okay, first step will asking for the name and details, next step will upload photos, and the last step will be asking for price and quantity, and then you can submit and create the product. Okay, so let me start it. Okay, so let me go here, and first of all what I will do, I will get a better design for step by step. So if I go here, and you can see that I found one simple design like step by step, you can see over here. So what I will do, simply go here and copy div, copy this and simply remove this one, paste it over here, save. Okay, and now let me go here and go to the css, and I will copy entire css, and I will add this into the layouts app, and here I will add style, paste it over here. Okay, and let me make some spacing and make it properly. I will remove this, save it. Okay, now you can see that perfect. Now let me go here and refresh it. You can see that proper design, but there is no circle over here. Okay, so what I will do, simply go here, and you can see that there is a btn circle class. So what I will do, simply go here, btn circle. What I will do, I will simply add border 1 pixel solid, and then I will simply add a1, and I will add background color will be white. Okay, save it. Okay, refresh it, and now you can see that everyone background, you can see that white. Okay, it's fine, but you can see that active was also removed. So what I will do, I will simply add, I will remove this btn success. Okay, this class I don't want, and same thing default also I will remove this one. Here I will be add another class that should be btn active. Simply save it. Okay, and what I will do over here, simply add dot btn active, and if I go here and I will simply say background color should be green when it's active, and I will simply say important because we already set up over here. Same thing, I will say color should be white, that should be also important. Save it, and now if I refresh it, you can see that now first step is also active over here. Okay, now we will divide product create page into 3 steps. So let me go here, there is already 4 steps, so I will remove one. Okay, and here what I will do, I will simply say basic info, and then I will simply say photo upload. So I will say product photo upload, save it, and I will remove the disable, remove it. Okay, and here I will be say price info, save it. Okay, and now let me go here, refresh. You can see that this is disabled. So what I will do, simply go and I will remove this one. Okay, save it. Okay, now you can see that simply basic info, photo and price info. Okay, now what I will do, simply go here and I will add another dav, and inside that I will add one more dav that should be class, and that will be a c details, and here I will be add h5, and I will say details. Okay, and then what I will do, I will simply call one more div, and I will add class mt3. Okay, and then I will add label that's called name, and I will add one field over here, type will be text, and I will simply add class over here btn form control, save it. Okay, and now let me go refresh. You can see that first step is details. Okay, so that means basic info, I will say basic info, so it's much more cleaner. Refresh, you can see that basic info, and you can see that name, and I will also add another field that's called detail. Okay, so simply go here, I will copy this, paste it over here, and that's called details. Okay, and here I will be remove this input, and I will tag text area, and I will add class form control, save it. Okay, and refresh, you can see that name details. Okay, and here what I will do, I will add another button that's called next. So let me go here and I will add one more div class empty 3, and here I will be add button, type will be button, and I will simply say class btn success, and then I will simply say next, save it. Okay, if I go refresh, you can see that there is a next button. Okay, but you can see that there is a line, left side, so I want to add on the right side. Okay, so what I will do, simply I will add class over here that's called dmd, so that's bootstrap class, so I'm just going to add flex, and then I will say justify content md end. Okay, simply save it. Okay, and refresh it. You can see that our button is going to the right side. Okay, so now if I click on this button, then it should be moved to the next. Okay, next page. Okay, so for example, next step. Okay, so what I will do, simply I will add one more click event over here. Before that, I will define the variable for name and details into our class. Okay, so I will say public $name, that should be empty. Okay, and also same thing, I will take details, that should be empty as well. Okay, so save it, and simply I will bind it over here, so while model, and that should be name, and same thing here I will be say while model, and that should be details. Save it. Okay, so we defined and bind with the input as well over here. Okay, simply refresh, it's fine for now. Okay, so what I will do the next. Okay, so I will simply say while click event. Okay, and then I will simply say next step. Okay, so when I click on the next, it will call this. Okay, call this function. So simply go here and I will simply take next step. Okay, and without any passing information. Now what I will do, I will take one variable over here that's called public, and I will say step by default should be 1. Okay, and if I go here, and it should be this step plus plus. Okay, save it. Okay, and now let me go here. Okay, and simply I will add one more condition over here. Okay, and that should be if $step equal to 1, then it should be display this part. Okay, so I will say and if. Okay, same thing, I will copy this. Okay, and paste it over here. If there is a 2, then it should be display only name part. Okay, simply save it, and here I will be simply say photo. Save it, refresh, and now let me click on the next. You can see that it's going to the photo, you can see here. So that means when I click on the next, okay, so that means it's increased step 1 to 2. Okay, so that means equal to 2, then it should be display photo part. Okay, so same thing, I will say input text will be file. Okay, and I will take another variable over here, and that's called simply image. I'm not going to assign anything to that, so simply go here and I will say image, type will be file, save it. Okay, and now let me go here and refresh and click on the next. You can see that name, so that's I need to choose like choose image, save it. Okay, refresh it, and if I click on next, you can see that choose image, and you can click on it and you can choose any image over here. Okay, but before jump into the third step, you can see that if I refresh it, first of all, if I say the next, okay, it should be trigger the validation over here. Okay, so what I will do, simply go here, and here I will be use switch case. So what I will do, switch case, and if this step equal to 1, okay, so that means we are adding the validation over here, that's called this validate, and I will pass the array, so that means name required. Okay, and same thing, I will say details required. Okay, simply save it. Okay, and now let me go here, refresh it, click on the next, nothing. You can see that it's not moving on the next, but it's also not showing any error or anything. Okay, so what I will do, simply go here, and here I will simply say error, and if there is a name error, then it will simply add span tag, and I will say class text danger, and here I will be simply say dollar message, and at the end I will say and error. Simply save it, okay, refresh it, click on next. You can see that name field is required. Same thing for the detail. I will copy this, paste over here, and I will add details, save it, okay. Now let me refresh, click on next. Both are required. Simply I will add dummy data, click on the next. You can see that now I move to the next step, okay. Same thing I need to do for photo, so I will add validation for it. So I will copy this, paste it over here, and I will simply add photo, okay. And same thing, I will go here and I will add one more case over here. So I will copy this, paste over here, and if there is a 2, then it should be required photo, okay. So you can see that there is already bind like model with the image, so I will simply say image, okay, save it, okay, and image, okay. So that's fine, and I will also add, it should be image validation, save it, fine, okay. Here I need to add image, save it, okay. And now let me go refresh, click on that, it's fine. If I add something, click on next, and if I click on next, you can see that image field is also required, okay. Now if I go here and I will choose any photo, then you can see that I got the error, you cannot handle file upload without Livewire file upload straight, okay. So what you need to do, simply copy, because you are doing the file upload over here, so paste it over here, use, and you need to use over here, okay. So simply go here and I will say use, okay, save it, okay. And now refresh it, I will add some text, click on the next, and now if I choose the image, you can see that now it's allowed to choose image. But you can see that I choose image, I would also want to show the preview, okay. So what I will do, simply go here and I will add at the rate if there is an image, then it should be at the rate and if, and here I will be add one more image, and here what I will do, if there is image object, then I will get temporary URL, okay. Simply save it, okay, URL, save it, and here I will be say style, and I will define the width for it, so maybe proper preview, so I will say 100 pixel, okay, and height should be 100 pixel, okay. Here I will be make it 150, that's fine, save it, okay, refresh it, I will say this, click on next, and if I go here and I will choose image, you can see that there is a preview, okay. So now let me go here and I will also add the class, so I will say mt32, I think, save it, and also width I will increase 70, maybe fine, save it, okay. Added some data, choose again the image, I will go 36, you can see that now there is a proper preview, okay. Also make it like 44, okay, save it, okay, refresh, click on next, I will choose image, you can see that now preview is fine over here, okay. So same thing also I will add another over here previous button, okay. So what I will do for it, simply go here and I will make it another button that should be danger, okay, and I will simply say preview, yes, okay. Simply save it over here, okay, save it, previous, I think spelling, let me check it, preview, okay, previous, save it, okay. And now let me go here, refresh it, if I go here, click on that, you can see that there is a previous button over here, okay. And I will make it some space over there, so I will simply say right, maybe, save it, okay, refresh it, okay, and click on next. Yeah, that's not working, so maybe what I can do, I will simply add style, say margin right side, and I will say 5 pixel over here, save, refresh it, okay. And I will add, yeah, that's not working, but that's not issue for now, okay. So I'm just doing because we are using the justify, so that's the reason, save it. But what I will do, when I click on the previous, it should redirect on the previous step. So what I will do, simply go here, and here I will be say previous step. Okay, so I will create another function over here. So let me go here, and I will add another function over here. Copy this, paste it over here, and remove this. So what I will do, simply this step should be minus minus, simply save it. Okay, and now what I will do, add the comment, save it, refresh, add some text, click on next, go to previous. You can see that I can, it also allow go to the previous, and I can modify as well. Click on next, I can choose the image. Okay, now if I go here and I can choose image, and if I click on next, I want to add another information. So let me go here, and I will copy this, so I don't have to do much changes over here. Same thing, I will go here, then I will say if there is a 3. Okay, and then it should be say price info. Okay, and here I will say price, type will be number, and then model will be, I will add another variable that's called price, and I will add another quantity. Okay, save it. Okay, so I will take price and bind with this price, save it. Okay, and here I will be add quantity, copy this, and here I will be simply, yeah, copy this. I'm not going to use text area anymore, so number, and that should be a quantity, and quantity message over here. Okay, simply say price. Okay, save it. Okay, and now let me go here, and also I want to add previous button over here, because in this step it should be also. Okay, simply save it. Okay, now let me go here, refresh it. I will say this, if I choose image, and then I will say click next, you can see that there is a price information. Okay, so what I will do the next, if I click on private price, it's also working fine over here. Okay, and now if I click on next, here it should only say submit button, because it should not say next. So I will say submit, save it, and here I will be add submit method, save it. Okay, now what I will do, simply go here, and I will create another method over here that's called submit method. So that's the final method. So I will say function submit, and what I will do, I will add validation first over here. So that should be validate, and here I will be add all the validation over here, because this is the last step and I don't want to miss any security reason. So I will say name, and I will simply say required, and then I will simply say details, and that should be also required. Then I will say image, that should be also required, and that should be image. Okay, simply I will also add for price. Right now I'm just adding for required. Okay, and same thing I will do for quantity, and that should be required as well. Okay, so if everything is fine, then it should be something like okay. Okay, save it. Okay, and now let me go refresh it. Okay, and what I will do, simply add some data, test 36, next, and if I say price 12, quantity 120, click on that, and you can see that everything is fine over here. Okay, so now what I will do, simply go here, and I already use over here product model, so I will copy this product, and I will simply say create, and then I will simply add name, and name taken from this name. Okay, and then I will simply say details dollar this, and I will say details. Okay, then I will say price, and I will take dollar this price over here. Okay, and then I will say quantity, and I will take from this quantity. Okay, same thing for image, I will say what I filled the name, so I will say photo, so I will say photo over here. And now you can see that photo is in object. So what I need to do, simply I will say image should be store. If I go here, there is already storage folder over here, so I will say storage app, public. Inside the public there is already created product table, so I will create another. I will remove that one first, delete. Okay, and here first I will say products, then I will say public directory, so I will say public, save it. Okay, and it returns the path, so what I will say photo, and here simply I will create the photo field over here. Okay, simply save it. So that means our product is created finally over here. Okay, so simply save it. Okay, now let me go here, refresh it. Okay, and I will say name, click on next. I will choose photo, click on next. Now one thing I noticed that this step is not following me, like when right now I am in third step but it's not showing this green. So let me do it first. For that, so I will go here, and if I go here, so how can we, this should be active. So for example I will say this step should be greater than or equal to 1, then it should be btn active class should be there. Okay, same thing, I will copy this and add it over here, and it should be greater than 2. Same thing, I will go here and it should be greater than 3. Save it. Okay, and now let me go refresh, and I will say test 1, and I will say test, then I will click on next photo. So let me choose it, the one photo, click on next. You can see that now following. I will say 100 price, quantity will be 100,000. Click on submit. Yeah, there is image undefined, okay, variable. So I don't know why that's happening, because of we forgot to use these. Simply save it. Let me refresh it, and I will do it again. So I will say test 1, test, then click on next. I will choose again image, so I will say image, click on next, and I will say 10, 100, click on submit. And yeah, it's nothing, but let me go here and go here, and you can see that there is a test, 100, details, quantity, and product. So everything is stored into the database over here. Okay, but you can see that here I don't see like there is success message or anything. I don't see anything. Okay, so what I will do, once our product is created, then I will make it everything empty over here first. So I will say name, it should be empty, then I will simply say details, that should be empty, price should be empty. Same thing, I will say quantity as empty. Same thing, image should be empty. Okay, and then I will also reset the step. So I will say step should be 1. Okay, and then at the end I will say session, and I will add flash message over here. So simply say success, and then I will say product created. Save it. Okay, and now let me go here into the product, and at the top what I will do, I will simply add @session, and then I will say if there is success, then and session. And here what I will do, I will add one more div, and I will use alert success. Then what I will do, simply I will add value over here. Save it. Okay, now let me refresh it, and let's check it with test2, test, and then I will next choose photo, click on next. I will say 100, quantity will be 1000, click on submit. You can see that product created, and again back to the info, and every field is reset over here. And let me go to the database, and you can see that test2, and you can see that properly store over here. And let me go here and go to the products folder. I got the 2 images over here. Okay, so you understand how easily we can do it wizard form with Laravel Livewire. So if you like this video, then please share with your friends and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys.